Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's reading, the Read, on this Tuesday morning, and it is a very nice morning indeed, and the sun is getting there. Luke chapter 12 and verse 16. And he told them a parable, saying, in red, the land of a rich man was very productive. The land of a rich man was very productive. So the parable idea is the story with a message, a meaning. Remember, there's usually one theme, meaning in a parable. Often people try to take a parable and they develop it and they go on all kinds of excursions, but the parable was there just to embellish the story, and it wasn't so much the important thing. When we listen to a parable, we need to search out what Jesus is ultimately trying to say to the people. And so he begins to embellish this story with an introduction, and he says, the land, so the place where the man lived, the land of a rich man. So here we are, we got the land and we got the rich man. So someone who is living in a particular land is a rich man. And the reason why he's a rich man is because the land that the rich man lives in is very productive. So there are three themes, focus points in terms of the embellishment of the story. So Jesus is piecing together a puzzle, and he's saying, look, there's the sky, and there's the sea, and there's the land. So he's building this picture for us in order to associate ourselves with the concept of the story that he's about to introduce to us. But none of those things are really that significant, except that we are forming within our minds a picture of an understanding of what Jesus is about to give us within the context of the parable. So Jesus is building a theme. But it doesn't matter that there's land, it doesn't matter that there's rich, and it doesn't really matter that there's production, except that this dynamic within the man is going to take him on a journey. And the journey that it's going to take him on is a journey of deception. And so he's rich, he lives in a land, and a land that's productive. And they're the key things. Hold on to them things as we go through the story over the next few days, because that will help us understand how we should read all parables. Don't try to build a philosophy or a theology on a parable. Look for the theme, the meaning of the story, and then benefit from that. And then you will gain what Jesus is trying to say, because he's ultimately trying to answer the question of the things that have gone before, to help the people understand something of a revelation. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.